Welcome, seekers of the hidden wisdom, to another journey with Hermetic Horizons. Today we invite you on an extraordinary voyage through the enigmatic realms of alchemy as we unveil our latest endeavor, an updated and edited audiobook version of the ancient manuscript, the Mirror of Alchemy. For centuries, this seminal text has fascinated scholars, mystics, and seekers, offering glimpses into the transformative powers of alchemy, not just as a means to transmute base metals into gold, but as a metaphor for personal and spiritual refinement. Recognizing the challenges of interpreting esoteric texts, we at Hermetic Horizons have meticulously revised the Mirror of Alchemy to resonate with contemporary audiences. Our adaptation preserves the essence and integrity of the original work, while making it accessible and understandable to modern listeners. We've delved deep into the arcane language, elucidating its profound meanings and illuminating its timeless wisdom in a way that speaks to the heart of today's spiritual seekers. As you listen to this audiobook, we encourage you to open your mind to the allegories and teachings embedded within its chapters. Let the ancient wisdom of alchemy guide you through your own inner transformations, leading you to a deeper understanding of the mysteries that surround us. Join us now as we explore the depths of the Mirror of Alchemy, brought to life through the dedicated efforts of Hermetic Horizons. Whether you're a long-time student of the Hermetic arts or new to the path of spiritual alchemy, this audiobook promises to be an enlightening journey into the soul of ancient wisdom. Remember, the journey of alchemy is not just about changing lead into gold. It's about the alchemy of the self, transforming the leaden aspects of our being into the golden light of awareness and enlightenment. Subscribe to Hermetic Horizons and let us embark on this transformative journey together. Your path to understanding the mysteries of the universe begins now. The Mirror of Alchemy. Composed by the renowned friar Roger Bacon, a former member of both Martin College and Brazen Nose College in Oxford. Chapter 1. Of the Definitions of Alchemy. Throughout numerous ancient texts, a variety of definitions for the art of alchemy can be found. This chapter aims to delve into these definitions and the intentions behind them. Hermes, a significant figure in this domain, described alchemy in the following terms. Alchemy is fundamentally a physical science. It is uniquely composed, naturally blending more precious substances through knowledge and practical effect. This process naturally merges them, transforming them into a superior form. Another scholar provided a different perspective, stating, "Alchemy is a science that reveals how to convert any type of metal into another. This transformation is achieved through a specific remedy, as evidenced in the writings of many philosophers. Thus, alchemy is understood as a science dedicated to the creation and formulation of a particular substance known as the elixir. This elixir, when applied to metals or other imperfect materials, completes their perfection in a singular act of projection." Chapter 2. Of the Natural Principles and Procreation of Minerals. In this chapter, I aim to thoroughly explain the natural principles and the formation of minerals. It's important to note initially that the fundamental principles found in mines are mercury, referred to as argent vive, and sulfur. These two elements are the progenitors of all metals and minerals, which exist in various and numerous forms. However, it is essential to understand that nature's ultimate goal is always the creation of gold. Unfortunately, numerous intervening accidents can alter the metals, as clearly documented in several philosophers' works. The purity and impurity of mercury and sulfur directly influence the creation of both pure and impure metals, such as gold, silver, steel, lead, copper, and iron. The nature of these metals, whether they are pure, impure, or possess any excess or deficiency, will be further discussed. Of the nature of gold, Gold represents the epitome of perfection, born from pure, fixed, clear, red mercury and clean, fixed red sulfur that does not burn. It lacks nothing. Of the nature of silver, silver is almost perfect, created from pure, almost fixed, clear and white mercury, and sulfur of similar quality. It only lacks a bit in fixation, color, and weight. Of the nature of steel, steel, though clean, is imperfect, formed from pure, fixed, and simultaneously unfixed mercury, which is white on the outside but red inside, and sulfur of a similar nature. It merely requires further decoction or digestion. Of the nature of lead. Lead is an unclean and imperfect metal produced from impure, unfixed, earthy, and slightly white mercury, red inside, and partly burning sulfur. It lacks purity, fixation, color, and fire. Of the nature of copper, copper, an unclean and imperfect metal, arises from impure, unfixed, earthy burning, and not clear red mercury, along with similar sulfur. It requires purity, fixation, and has an excess of impure color and non-burning earthiness. Of the nature of iron, iron is an unclean, imperfect metal generated from overly fixed, earthy, burning white and red, but unclear mercury, and sulfur of the same nature. It needs fusion, purity, and weight, suffering from too much fixed, unclean sulfur and burning earthiness. These insights are crucial for every alchemist to observe and understand in their quest for knowledge and mastery over the elements. Chapter 3. On the selection of the elixir's material. Now that we've explored the generation of metals, both perfect and imperfect, let's focus on the choice of material for the elixir, aiming to refine the imperfect. Given our understanding from previous chapters that all metals derive from mercury, argent vive, and sulfur, and their impurities lead to corruption, it's clear that only substances originating from these two can enhance or transmute metals. This insight dismisses the idea of using distant elements such as living creatures or plants when minerals are readily available and more closely related. Extraction sources. Vegetables. If we were to start with plants, which include herbs and trees, we would need to derive mercury and sulfur through lengthy processes. Fortunately, nature provides these elements directly, sparing us the effort. Living creatures. Similarly, extracting mercury and sulfur from living beings, like blood or urine, requires unnecessary steps, as these elements are already accessible in their natural form. Minerals. When considering minerals like magnesia or salts, we could extract mercury and sulfur, but again, this is redundant since we can obtain these directly. Individual spirits. Attempting to use mercury, sulfur, or any singular substance would fail because metals require a balanced mixture of both for creation. The secret lies in selecting the right mineral mixture, already proportioned and combined. Our task is to find a material where mercury and sulfur are clean, pure, and perfectly blended but not fully refined, allowing us to apply our skill to achieve the ultimate purity and strength. Gold and silver. Gold is a perfect masculine body, lacking nothing for the transformation of other metals into the red elixir. Its perfection, however, means it cannot be easily altered with artificial methods. Silver is nearly perfect, feminine, and unable to transform others into the white elixir solely through melting. Both metals, being perfect, cannot enhance the imperfect without diminishing their own excellence. We seek a substance less refined than gold or silver, but with the potential for greater perfection through artifice. This material must contain mercury and sulfur, both clean and well mixed, yet not fully realized, allowing us to refine it into something far superior than natural bodies through our artificial processes. In essence, the quest for the elixir's material is a search for a balance, a substance with inherent purity and potential, yet untouched enough by nature to be fully transformed by art. Understanding and applying the principles laid out in these chapters will unlock the profound mysteries and rewards of alchemy. Chapter 4. On the method of working, moderating, and maintaining the fire. By now, if you've paid close attention to the preceding discussions, assuming you're neither indifferent nor lacking in intellect, you should have discerned the specific material the learned philosophers identified for the creation of the blessed stone. This material, as we've learned, is what alchemy employs in its quest to refine the imperfect using entities that are more than perfect. Nature provides us with the imperfect alongside the perfect, urging us to elevate the given material beyond its natural perfection through our artifice. Consider how nature, which has refined metals over eons, operates. In the depths of the earth, within its mines, the persistent warmth transforms water's bulkiness into mercury and the earth's richness into sulfur. This same unrelenting heat induces the birth of all metals, predicated on their innate purity or lack thereof. Through continual cooking alone, nature accomplishes the perfection of all metals, both flawless and flawed. Why then, in the face of such clarity, do some venture into the realm of the bizarre, employing convoluted and fantastical methods to surpass nature's own processes? It's an utter folly to attempt to outdo nature with untested whimsical techniques, aiming to create metals that surpass the bounds of perfection. Nature's path is straightforward, ceaseless cooking. Yet some either scorn this wisdom or are oblivious to it. Fire and azoth alone suffice. Heat is the agent of perfection. The advice is clear. Observe diligently. Do not falter in your observation. Ensure your fire is moderate and consistent, preventing any surge that might lead to loss. The mastery of this craft lies in a singular object, the stone, achieved through a single method, cooking within a solitary vessel. Patience and continuity are paramount. The process, akin to grinding, must be repeated, aligning with the nature of fire itself. This endeavor mirrors human creation, just as an infant initially thrives on tender nourishment, which then progresses to more substantial sustenance as it grows. So too must the fire start gently, gradually intensifying to complete the mastery of this work. Although we often speak of a gentle fire, the true art lies in subtly increasing this heat, step by step, until the culmination of the work. This principle of gradual enhancement is central to the governing of the fire and, by extension, to the entire alchemical process. Chapter 5. On the quality of the vessel and furnace. Having established the methods of work, we now turn our attention to the vessel and furnace. Understanding their required forms and materials is crucial. Nature employs a natural fire to process metals within the earth, necessitating a suitable vessel for similar artificial decoction. If our aim is to emulate nature's process of concoction, why should we overlook the importance of her chosen vessel? Let us therefore examine the site of metal generation. In mineral-rich environments, it's evident that constant heat at the mountain's base, which naturally seeks to rise, dries and coagulates the dense water found in the Earth's veins into mercury. Simultaneously, the Earth's mineral richness, warmed and mobilized within these veins, transforms into sulfur. This interaction between sulfur and mercury within the Earth's veins leads to the formation of metals over time, influenced by the continual and consistent heat of the mountain. This constant thermal environment is essential for metal creation. This observation underscores the need for a furnace that mimics the mountain's conditions, not in size, but in its ability to sustain consistent heat, ensuring that the introduced fire, once it ascends, finds no escape. This containment allows the heat to intensify around the closely sealed vessel containing the stone's material. The ideal vessel is round, with a narrow neck, crafted from glass or a similar material that mimics glass's cohesive properties, sealed at the opening with a matching material or lute. Just as in the mines where the material for sulfur and mercury is indirectly heated by the surrounding earth, The vessel in our operation should not be directly exposed to fire. Instead, it should be placed within another similarly sealed vessel, allowing for a moderated heat to uniformly process the contained matter from all sides. Aristotle, in his exploration of alchemical processes, advocates for mercury to be refined within a triple-layered vessel, recommending the use of highly durable glass, or preferably a type of earth that shares glass's resilient characteristics. Chapter 6. On the accidental and essential colors appearing in the work. As we conclude the discussion on the stone's material, it's crucial to understand the various stages of transformation it undergoes, marked by distinct color changes during the decoction process. Each color signifies a specific phase in the alchemical work, leading to an array of names attributed by philosophers to these stages. Initially, the process starts with putrefaction, turning the stone black, indicating the commencement of transformation. This stage is crucial, as it is said. When you find it black, know that in that blackness, whiteness is hidden, urging the alchemist to extract purity from the depths of darkness. Following putrefaction, the substance transitions to red, though not achieving true redness immediately. This phase is characterized by fluctuating states. It is often red, and often of a citrine color. It often melts and is often coagulated before reaching genuine whiteness. The substance is described as self-transforming, dissolving, coagulating, putrefying, coloring, mortifying, enlivening, blackening, whitening, and reddening on its own. Greenness also appears, heralded as the soul's color, with one philosopher stating, "Concoct it till it appears green unto you, and that is the soul." Before achieving true whiteness, the material displays a peacock's array of colors, symbolizing the nearing completion of purification. It's noted, all the colors in the world, or that may be imagined, appear before whiteness, and only after these myriad colors does true whiteness emerge. This whiteness shines like the eyes of fishes, signifying the stone's readiness and its eventual solidification. Interestingly, even when whiteness appears atop, redness is still to be uncovered within it, necessitating further concoction until it turns entirely red. The transition from true whiteness to true redness involves an intermediary ash color, emphasizing the importance of not underestimating this phase. The advice is clear. After whiteness, you cannot err, for intensifying the fire will lead to the desired ash color, a precursor to the final stage. The culmination of this laborious process is marked by the appearance of redness, akin to a king being crowned, signifying the completion of the work by the will of God. This journey through colors, from blackness to the ultimate red crown, encapsulates the alchemical process's profound and transformative nature. Chapter 7. On the projection of the medicine upon any imperfect body. In fulfilling my promise, I've detailed the process for creating the most sublime elixir, both red and white. Now we turn our focus to the final act, projection, the culmination of our work and the source of our greatest anticipation. The red elixir, capable of infinite transformation, turns all metals into pure gold with its citron glow. Similarly, the white elixir, through its boundless whitening power, brings metals to their ultimate state of perfection. It is understood that metals vary in their proximity to perfection. Some are closer, requiring less effort to elevate, while others, more distant, demand greater toil. However, once a metal close to perfection is found, it excuses the need to labor over those far removed. The discerning will have noted in my discussions which metals are nearest to this coveted state. Those who possess the acumen to discern the true material for the elixir will undoubtedly know upon which body to project this medicine for its perfection. The sages of this art, through their philosophical insights, have illuminated the path, proclaiming, "Nature contains nature, nature overcomes nature, and nature, when united with her kin, rejoices profoundly, transforming into other states." They emphasize affinity and kinship as harbingers of alchemical success, revealing that the elixir swiftly integrates with its rightful host, resisting assimilation with any other. This art transcends the physical, rendering the corporeal incorporeal and vice versa, culminating in the transmutation of the entire body into a spiritual fixed essence. Given the elixir's profound preparation, surpassing its natural state, it's unsurprising that it merges seamlessly with a molten body upon projection, achieving instant transformation. Herein lies a profound secret. Mix 1 part of the elixir with 1,000 parts of a closely related metal, place this blend in a suitable vessel within a fixation furnace, and apply gentle heat, gradually intensifying over 3 days to ensure their indissoluble union. This stage takes 3 days. Subsequently, each part of this amalgam should be projected upon another 1,000 parts of a compatible metal, a process achievable in a day, an hour, or even a moment, a marvel for which we owe eternal gratitude to our wondrous God. Thus concludes the Mirror of Alchemy, penned by the eminent philosopher Roger Bacon, offering a window into the profound depths of alchemical wisdom. As we draw the veil of closure over the Mirror of Alchemy, we find ourselves at the end of a profound journey, a pilgrimage through the ancient corridors of alchemical wisdom and transformation. Throughout this audiobook, we have traversed the symbolic landscapes of transformation, uncovering the secrets that lie at the heart of all matter and spirit. We've learned that alchemy is more than mere transmutation of metals. It is a sacred art, a path to enlightenment, revealing the interconnectedness of the material and the divine. In our exploration, we've encountered the philosophical stone, the elixir of life, and the universal solvent, each an emblem of the alchemist's quest for knowledge, wisdom, and spiritual awakening. These symbols, veiled in the allegorical language of our ancestors, have been illuminated to guide us in our own modern quest for understanding and personal growth. Now, as we step back into the world, let us carry with us the essence of alchemy, not just as historical curiosity, but as a living, breathing philosophy that can inspire our transformations, from the leaden weight of our limitations to the golden light of our highest potential. On behalf of Hermetic Horizons, I extend a heartfelt thank you for joining us on this remarkable journey. Your curiosity, openness, and eagerness to explore the depths of ancient wisdom have made this voyage all the more enriching. It is our sincere hope that the Mirror of Alchemy has not only enlightened you, but also sparked a flame of transformation within your heart and mind. As we conclude this chapter, let us remember that the journey of discovery and transformation is endless. The Mirror of Alchemy reflects not just the wisdom of the past, but also the potential within each of us to become alchemists in our own lives, transforming challenges into opportunities and seeking the gold within every experience. Thank you for entrusting us to be your guides through the mysteries of alchemy. May the insights gained serve as a beacon on your path, illuminating the way forward with clarity, purpose, and enlightenment. Until our next adventure together, keep seeking, keep questioning, and may your horizon be ever expansive.